all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Bossman Show, Coach Byron and Rimm of the IUPUI Jaguars. Coach Rimm, how things going with you guys up there, man?
It's going good, man. Thanks for having me, but everything's going good up here.
Well, Coach, first of all, I want to ask you, how's your family, your friends, your team, and your staff? I know it's been a tough time with COVID-19 taking over the last 3 months here. How's it been for you and your staff and your family, man?
Yeah, everything's going good. Our staff's been doing a good job of staying quarantined. Two of the guys actually originally from Indianapolis, so they've been at home with their family. And one of my other coaches, he's from Kansas, but he's been just staying in the house. So everybody's been doing pretty well. We only have one kid that stayed here during the break. He didn't want to go home, but my family they're in Texas right now. They're doing well right now also.
Now, Coach, how different has it been this offseason having to deal with COVID-19? A lot of Zoom meetings, probably a lot of FaceTiming with your players. How has that been different for you? And also, how's it helped you in recruiting as well? Because I feel like we're recruiting now. Everybody's on the same playing field to a degree now. You can't just go travel to the place. You got to do it via Zoom and FaceTime on the recruiting side as well, too.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Our staff did a really good job. They have 2020 kids, 2021, 2022 kids already lined up who we offered it already. So it's kind of like, and I think a lot of Division I coaches are like that. So they don't just go off the hip every year. They already know who we want this year, next year, and all that stuff. So we've been doing a really good job of talking to the guys, especially on Zoom, and talking to people on the phone and stuff like that. So it's been a really good experience. You're learning. We're doing, I think everybody's doing a better job of keeping in contact with recruits now instead of, flying here, going to this AU event, going to this AU event. So it's been a different, I shouldn't say summer. It's been like it's been summer for 3 months, but it's been a different situation going on right now.
Most definitely, and I know getting this job here as the interim head coach here last year, and again for next year you'll be interim coach. How did it feel for you to get back into the game being a head coach? I know you've been a head coach previous styles, Prairie A&M, of course, and so I know you also a job description. So I know you've been a head coach. How did it feel to get back to being a head coach? I know for me, coach, I couldn't go back to being a co-host again and like it, so
yeah.
I have to run my own show. So how I feel getting back to run your own show again?
Yeah, it feels good, especially when you can actually, the guys that are returning. I mean, you got to think about it. We got the number one returning rebounder in the country coming back, and we got the number one backcourt scorers in the country coming back next year, and they'll have a year of putting in our stuff, putting in our offense, our defense. Guys know who we are, so and a lot of people will be a lot more comfortable this year. And plus, with the added guys that we got coming in next year, I think we're gonna have a really good season. I think we'll be a lot more comfortable on the floor, a lot more comfortable, sitting on the sidelines with our players and stuff like that. So I really feel that next year is gonna be a really good and a really improved season for our program.
And Coach, what's been the biggest adjustment for you for trying to hold young men accountable when you can't really touch them and see them? You know what I'm saying? They're virtual pretty much. So I know accountability is a big piece of the pie for a college athlete. So how do you hold those young men accountable now when you can't see them or touch them every day?
Yeah. Well, they're doing a good job academically. We got some really sound academic kids, stuff like that. So they've been doing a good job of going to their Zoom classes, staying connected with our staff. We had the team split up into 4, so each coach had 3 or 4 guys to them. So we kept in contact like that. And like I said before, we have some really good guys that are really responsible, and they really made it easy for us. So that helps us a lot in that situation.
And Coach, I'd like to ask Coach this question. What would you call the ideal principles you want to have an IUP or a Jaguar to possess? Because I like to hear, like what kind of young man are you looking for? What kind of character and integrity do you want those young men to have when they come and join your program?
We like the guys that do what they're supposed to do and say what they're going to say. So I like those guys that come to the table. They do what they're supposed to do. They listen to us. They follow their directions. They go to class on time. They show up to practice on time. They show up to weights on time, and they listen. They go into the classroom. They have the hats off. They sit in the front. They're listening. So you do little stuff like that. It makes life a lot easier for you, and makes life a lot easier for us as a coaching staff.
Most definitely. And Coach, a big part of it is team building and chemistry. So what kind of things do you guys do when it's a normal situation to kind of build that chemistry and camaraderie and team building? Because when things get tough in the second half or go to a rough stretch, if you're not together and connected, it's going to be hard for a young man if you're not on the same page. So how do you guys kind of go about making sure your young men are all connected as one team and one vision and one mission?
Yeah, well, we do a lot of little team bonding stuff early in the season. We didn't do it as much last year because we had like a quick turnaround with the coaching staff and stuff like that. So, but what we do a lot of stuff. We did some stuff last year. We went into those what they call those little rooms, escape rooms.
Escape room, yeah.
Yeah, we did that a couple of times, and we're just around each other a lot and stuff like that. So we keep doing that. A lot of running, conditioning together. We did a lot of little stuff. Going to movies and that and type of stuff. So for guys, they don't mind doing that type of stuff.
Most definitely, coach. And also, I feel like that, it always helps a team for sure. And also, you kind of mentioned conditioning and working out, so I want to kind of ask you about that too. With COVID-19, I know they can't do it together, so I guess the strength coach giving the young men a workout plan for the workout on their own and run and jump and use bands. And is that how it's going? Because I'm curious to know about how about that. Because I know strength conditioning is a very key part to a basketball team and being in shape. So how's that piece been going so far?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Now the gyms are opening up and guys can get to gyms and they're a lot more comfortable. We had guys that worked on their weaknesses, like and one of our guys, he said his weakness is dribbling. So, he did a lot of dribbling outside. He did a lot of videos and sent it to us as a team. Guys that would run, lift weights, a lot of push-ups and stuff like that. So we did that little stuff. I know it's not as what we would really do because, you can't get into the gyms, they can't get shots up. So a lot of jogging, a lot of running. They did all that type of stuff, but kind of like the minor, small stuff that you take for granted that they did. Dribbling, passing to the wall. Because, we had some guys that I'm just going to go to the park and shoot, and then they go to the park and the hoops were taken down from the park. So it was just a tough situation all the way around, but everybody in the country is going through it unless you got your own little private gym at your house. So they did that little stuff, but they stayed together.
And, Coach, just talk about Indianapolis as a whole, Coach, as an area. So for a young man from Atlanta or here in the South want to come up there, kind of let them know what Indianapolis offers them if they decide to want to come to your program down the road.
Yeah, like I was telling you before, we got one of the best downtown areas there is in the country. I lived in L.A., Houston. I lived in Georgia. I lived in South Carolina. I lived in Wisconsin. And we have an exciting downtown area. And our school is smack dab in the heart of downtown Indianapolis. So when guys come down here, they fall in love with our city. There's a lot of stuff to do. It's great weather, especially in the summertime. It's great weather. It gets cold in the wintertime, but in the summertime, in the spring, it's great weather out here. So guys fall in love with it, just being downtown. We got some guys that when they graduate, they don't even want to leave. They still live in Indianapolis. So we have a great downtown area. We have a great gym that we play in. We play in an off-site campus in an arena downtown at the State Fair Coliseum. So we got some great attributes to our school that when you come on a visit, they want to come inside.
Most definitely. And, Coach, kind of scheduling-wise, I know it's probably been tough this year because I'm pretty sure to play a guaranteed game, a few of them here and there, man. And I know probably some of them are probably tiered with COVID or not COVID, whether you play the game or not. So how tough has it been trying to schedule games knowing that, hey, the money may not be the same as it usually is each year out there? Those buy games at least, for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty tough because we're trying to find – and we're in a Division I bid area. So, you go right down the street, you got Butler, and you go 30 miles up the road, you got Indiana University, you got Notre Dame. So we got some big-time schools in our area. So it's kind of hard because we want to try to get games in our area that we don't have to be on the planes and stuff like that. So it's been pretty tough. A lot of teams in our conference, contracts are being changed right now. A game that might be $90,000 might turn into $60,000. We got an offer this year that, okay, you can come to our gym and we'll give you $80,000, but just in case there's no fans, we'll give you $10,000. So we're like, wow, that's a big drop off from $80,000 to $15,000. But that's some of the stuff that you see in contract right now because of the virus, and a lot of schools. Mostly all the schools are affected by this situation.
Mo definitely, I've been sitting with some assistant coaches in the area here who showed me some of those contracts. I was like, wow, I can only shake my head, But and I'm thinking to myself, a certain big school here in Georgia has the money to pay you COVID or not, but I know what they're doing, I was like, I just shook my head, like, okay. It's messed up how they doing it right now. But let's talk about your league as a league. The Horizon League is a great league, man. You added Robert Morris to it. I know that Coach Nagy does a good job over there at Wright State. You got You got Greg Campy up there, the OG up there at Oakland as well. A lot of you got a lot of different guys in there. The North as well with Darren Horn. So let's talk about the league as a whole, man. About the great coaching in the Horizon League and how it's going to be going forward, man.
Yeah, it's a great league, as you can tell. Like you win 20, you win 20 games in our league, and you do well. I mean, these bigger conferences are snatching our coaches up. So we're in a great league right now. Great coaches. You got Mike Davis that came down from he was the head coach of Indiana that went to the national championship. So we got some great coaches in this league that are. It's tough to keep them around because you do a great job, and bigger schools are snatching them up. So we're in that type of league. So it's very competitive. I mean, we got we have a guy. Youngstown State got guys that actually put their name in the NBA draft and stuff like that. So, our league is up and coming, is booming right now, and I think that the best is yet to come.
Most definitely, and like I said, you and Mike Davis have something in common, being in the SWAC conference. So talk about being in the SWAC conference, and talk about how the SWAC was and the environment coaching at a HBCU school. I'm a TSU grad. I went to Tennessee State, so I'm a HBCU grad as well. So how was it to coach at HBCU school and be in that league, the SWAC, which is a historic league for African Americans?
Yeah, it's still just basketball, but it's a different atmosphere. There's a lot more bands that come to the games when you in the SWAC. There was a lot more bands, but we have some really good support up here in the Horizon League also. When you step on that floor at Rice State, at Northern Kentucky, it's the same atmosphere. So it's a great environment. I think the basketball is a lot better up here in the Horizon League, but it's great basketball down in the SWAC too, and I think everything is evening itself out. But but from top to bottom, that Horizon League it's really, really tough. Whereas the SWAC, you might have one of the top two teams that are really good, but in the Horizon League, 1 through 12 right now, since we have Robert Morris, are a really great basketball team.
Yeah, because they would have went to the tournament last year for the NEC there. So Andy too does a good job over there at Robert Morris there. That's when I got for you, coaches. This who have been some people professionally and personally that has really helped mold you as a man and helped you throughout your career as being a coach here?
Yeah, well, my dad. I mean, start from my dad from the beginning. My dad is a great human being. He graduated from Virginia Tech. He was a cadet. He was in the Air Force, so he made sure that I started on the right foot as a young man. And one thing my dad always used to tell me, man, is it's not just about basketball. It's not about basketball. So he made me he really made me see that there's more life than just basketball. So I have the whole spectrum. But as basketball coaches, I had Philip Matthews that was really important in my development as a basketball player and as a coach. And also you probably know Coach Pettaway down at Alabama A&M. Yeah, he was one of my coaches when I first went to college and stuff, and he put a lot of great basketball in me also. So I had some great role models growing up in my basketball career.
Well, Coach Rimm, I wish you all success in the world. I followed you using the SWAC conference there with Prairie Review because I always keep an eye on the SWAC and the MEAC because I went to TSU, of course. I got to keep on what all FCU schools are doing. So I definitely want you to have a great time at IUP. I hope they keep you there full time. Hope you knock it out of the park this year, man, and set up great culture there and be there for years to come, man.
All right. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Have a great one. So, Coach, be safe, man.
All right. Thank you. All right. Take care.
All right. It's Byron Rimm on the Bossman Show.
I wear a mean dark pair of shades, and you can't see my eyes unless my head is bent. You dig?
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.